Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today, we have an exciting topic for all the ladies out there wondering if their special someone truly loves them. We'll be discussing the 20 signs that indicate he loves you. So, grab a pen and paper because we're about to decode his feelings. Or whatever else a man in love will do. He'll try to make you happy. He wants to see you smile and make you laugh. If you're sad, he'll look for a way to comfort you or cheer you up. If you're not happy, it genuinely impacts how he feels. While a mature partner will realize that he cannot be the sole source of your happiness, he still wants you to experience joy. He'll do his best to bring that to your life, and while he'll allow you the space to feel other emotions, don't be surprised when his favorite thing is your happiness. You might have noticed that a man in love is protective of you. This is the guy who wants you to text that you got home safe, the one who walks you to the door, and the one who immediately is team you in any conflict. He doesn't let other people speak negatively about you, especially when you're not there to defend yourself. He cares about your well-being, and it's obvious in everything he says and does. It's not a surprise that the man who genuinely loves you is also consistent with contact. He actually wants to connect with you, so he'll be available to talk or text. He's going to prioritize that time even if life is hectic. Your messages won't just sit around in his inbox or languish in his DMs. He's going to reach out even if it's to let you know that it's a bad time and he needs to connect with you later. Does the man in your life tend to put you first? At least to a reasonable degree? Does he seem to be willing to set aside at least a certain number of other things in order to make sure that he spends time with you, and that the time the two of you spend together is high in quality? Men who aren't interested in you in the long term won't set important things aside for you. If you feel like he pretty much prioritizes everything else above you, that's not a very good sign. It probably means that he sees you as little more than a fun distraction when there's nothing else to do. Does he often talk to you about the future? When I started dating the woman who's now my girlfriend, we pretty quickly started discussing a possible future together, and what that could look like. This wasn't something I ever brought up with other women. Why? Because I didn't want to lead them on, and also because I just didn't really have an interest in them on that level. If a man goes on several dates with you without ever making a movie, it may be an indication that he's just lonely and or bored, and that he's either not in a healthy place sexually in his own life, or he's not sexually interested in you. Here's the thing. High-value men will make sure that their sexual life is healthy and vibrant, and they'll extend this to the woman they admire and love as well. Case in point, if he's not rearing to go like a bucking bronco on a regular basis with you, he probably either doesn't like you all that much, or there's some other factor at play. He'll remember when you have an appointment or need to be somewhere for a family function. He won't bail on responsibilities, and he'll always remember when you got together. Even if you don't, he'll ask about your parents and your friends, and he'll ask how work is going, and remember to ask about that whiner, Susan, in accounting that you hate, just so you have a chance to complain about her. Taking the time to check in with you about how you're doing and what you need is a clear sign that he cares. In the same way that many women like taking care of the men they love, some guys show their affection through nurture. That can provide some welcome relief to women tired of navigating a society that doesn't always put them first. And it's not just the women who benefit, either. A series of studies of college students in a 2015 evolutionary psychology study found that men use humor to gauge a woman's interest. The more she laughs, the more interested she is. But even more telling, the more the pair laugh together, the stronger the chemistry between them. If the two of you are always in fits of giggles, it shows that you have fun together, which is a foundation for a lasting relationship. He's endlessly curious about you, and wants to know what you're up to. Another sign that shows how much he loves you is his eagerness to hear all about how you're doing and what's going on in your life. When he asks how was your day, it's an open invitation. He wants you to tell him everything, from the best parts of your day to the worst. He'll listen to every single detail with rapt attention, and that's how you know he's fallen hard for you. 2. If he's showing genuine interest in your life and how you're doing, don't be afraid to open up to him. It's easy to feel like you're burdening someone with your problems, but a man who really loves you will want to know what's really going with you. He wants to share life's exciting moments with you because he cares. Life is all about trying new things, even if they seem scary or strange at first. The fact that he wants you by his side for all these new experiences shows just how much he loves you and finds comfort in you. Whatever it is you two try together, be proud knowing that his first memories of that experience will always include you. Going to a new restaurant, traveling to a foreign country, or learning a new skill together are all new things he might want to experience with you. He trusts you, and as a result, he trusts your opinions too. A guy who not only loves you but also respects you will also respect your opinion, even if he doesn't agree 100%. He'll listen to what you have to say, and he won't criticize you just because you don't think the same way as him. Sometimes engaging in friendly debates over a certain subject can actually open your eyes to new possibilities. If a man really loves and respects you, he likely won't be put off if you want to discuss more controversial and difficult topics. He cares about you, so he wants you to remain an individual. A deeply loving relationship is made even stronger when the two people know when to take some time to themselves. A guy who deeply loves you has no problem with you going off to spend some quality alone time, and he'll support you if you ever want to try out something new by yourself. For example, maybe you're thinking of going on a solo trip somewhere or starting a new hobby by yourself. A guy will show his love for you by cheering you on and letting you venture out on your own. He thinks you're wonderful and he never lets you forget it. A guy who's deeply in love with you isn't afraid to remind you every day just how stunning, amazing, and special you are. There are plenty of ways to say I love you without using those exact words, and here are a few examples of what he might say to make you feel loved. You're working so hard and doing such amazing things. You keep getting more beautiful every single day. I admire you so much. You're so strong, you inspire me to do my best every day. He'll have serious talks in order to stay close and connected. Instead, he'll come prepared, ready to listen and share his own thoughts, and will likely be ready to sit down for a while until whatever issue has been solved. A guy who loves you is willing to work through issues rather than push them under the rug and ignore them. Along with serious talks, he's likely more open to having deep conversations as well, where you two can talk about more open-ended questions that don't come up in everyday conversation. One of the most certain signs a man loves you deeply is when he listens intently to you whenever you speak. He is always present in the discussion and interested in your views on each topic. This means that he wants to get to know your world and that the things that you have to say matter to him. Checking your facial expressions shows that the guy loves you and cares about your well-being. A man who is serious about you will always want to ensure you are happy and having fun during any shared activity, from watching a movie to grocery shopping. A guy who loves you deeply will want to make you smile at the things he does. Does he enjoy watching you smile after he does something cute? It only confirms he has warm feelings for you. Another thing to look out for is his reaction when you are not smiling or look unhappy. He is dedicated to your happiness if he asks how you are or changes his behavior. Indulging in your interests that he may not share is one sign your boyfriend loves you. However, this is not just because he wants to impress you or prove himself. When a guy loves you deeply, he will genuinely find pleasure in your happiness. He appreciates the things you like, not because you like them, but because it makes him excited to see you happy. Falling in love is a powerful chemical rush of adrenaline and excitement that can energize you and make you feel like you can achieve anything. It is common for people to behave in ways that they usually wouldn't when they fall in love with someone. This includes trying new hobbies and activities together, as well as the chemical explanation. Associating your life with someone often makes you want to experience new things they can show us. If the man is willing to go out and try something completely new, even if it means getting out of his comfort zone, it shows he'd be up for any adventure with you. It is scientifically proven that men are mostly attracted at least at first by the visual. However, it is not as simple as men simply being shallow. As time passes and he grows to know you more, you will see that he appreciates your personality more than your appearance. Other men may compliment your looks, but the right guy also compliments your personality. He sees your inner beauty, which can mean only one thing: there is chemistry between you. Is he around when you feel down? Does he try to cheer you up when you are sad? If the answer is yes, it's one of the top signs he loves you deeply. A loving boyfriend wants nothing more than your happiness. Of all the signs he's in love with you, this is one of the most important. If you found this video helpful, Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell, so you never miss an update. And, as always, share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below.